damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code.
Welcome to B-MoneyTrading. This is probably like the third take I'm trying to do because I don't really like editing videos. Not that good at it. Takes too long. So I'm going to set a timer and make this quick. So sorry if I talk too fast for you, but here we go. So this is how I ended the day. And normal trading hours, I ended down 0.07%, $1.34, and after hours up 0.79%. You can see that. Now overall, I'm down for the week. I said earlier in the earlier video today that if I was below 1900, then I'd be concerned. Not very concerned. Also, CGC comes out with earnings and pre-market tomorrow. That will be very interesting. Looking forward to seeing how that goes. Also, another tool for new traders that left out is the stock market watch. Basically, type in the stock market watch and you hit enter. It shows you what's moved in pre-market. As we go down here, top gaining stocks, top losing stocks. If you haven't gotten on the TD Ameritrade platform yet and you don't have access to it, whatever the case is, then you can go here and also get an idea. Also in after hours, you can see what has moved, the top gain and top losing, shows you the volume and the stock price, the last price it was at. So with that said, we see this and that. The big news also going on is oil, USO. A lot of people are talking about it. I'm not very good as far as I know that there's these stocks like oil and gold and the dollar all have a correlation with each other. I'm not very good at it. We can see here that it's hitting a support area that was in the previous time frame back in, it showed me earlier the date. Well, anyhow, it's around February of 2018 that it was, I don't know, could be totally wrong. All right, well, moving on. I can't take up too much time. I set the timer for 7 minutes and I got about 5 minutes left. So possible trade idea that I have that I'm looking at. I want to see though how it does. If I do take this trade, I'm gonna go small because I've already added funds into my account and added on to other positions earlier in the week, and I don't want to add much more until this Friday because I'm trying to only add on Fridays, but there's opportunities that I don't want to miss out on, so I have been adding a little during the week. But moving on, so USO is a big talk. CGC's got earnings. Another talk is about the SPY. People are talking about it's another bloodbath tomorrow. I wouldn't call it a bloodbath. Only a bloodbath if you're day trading and you're using Robinhood trying to day trade and scalp. And basically all you can do is go long on stocks. You're not able to short them. And the only other way that you could possibly make money if the market is in the red and you're trying to short stocks is to buy inverse ETFs, which if you're a new trader, you might not know what those are, but basically ETF is exchange traded fund. It is a group of assets such as gold, a whole bunch of different gold stocks or whatnot, and they bundle them together and it gives you an average of that price. And so there's one like 3 times the price or whatever, and basically it's cheaper than buying actual gold stocks because this gives you the opportunity to invest in it. And you can buy that, and if you buy it, it'll say like it goes up in value as the price of gold goes up in value, or you can buy the inverse, which goes up in value when the price of gold goes down in value. Well, they have them for oil, gold, the dollar, and whatnot. But that is something totally different and a totally different topic. There's also ETNs, exchange traded notes. And maybe another day I can do a video on those, but we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up because I got about almost 2.5 minutes left. So other talk is, like I was mentioning, that it's gonna crash is another deal I read in one of the groups, and this person's talking about, I hope the stock market crashes because then I can buy stocks. It'd be a great opportunity to buy stocks at a low price. Well, more than likely, if you know history, if it's a crash like the Great Depression and not the flash crash, I I encourage new traders to look at the history of the stock market, because what's happened in the past is likely to happen in the future. They say history repeats itself in the stock market, as you can see with price action as well as patterns, that it does tend to happen. But basically, flash crash was a glitch in the system. Basically, it got overloaded and the algorithms couldn't overload the system, and the stock market crashed. For a few minutes it just started tanking, and hedge funds and people with the black boxes started ripping them out of the wall because they're losing money left and right, and then all of a sudden it starts recovering. And all this is all within the same day, which is just maybe once in a lifetime opportunity, just unheard of. Great Depression was a totally different deal. Had to do with a bubble bursting, and basically stocks were super cheap, but the problem is that any extra income or any income anybody had, if they still even had a job, they needed for food or to pay for their housing or electricity, so they had no extra money to invest in the super cheap stocks. And so to think that, like, if there was a stock market crash, that'd be a great opportunity to buy stocks real cheap. But yes, it would, if you have the money. The likelihood is, though, if you weren't rich before, or you didn't prepare before, then you're not going to have that income available to buy the super cheap stocks when they're super cheap, if that makes sense. So anyhow, I still continue to try and grow as a trader. I look at history. I look at the legends of trader legends, such as Jesse Livermore. There's a few other ones. I don't know them right off the top of my head though, but they have very interesting stories. So I encourage any new trader to not just look at what's going on today, the Warren Buffett's and can't think of the other guy's name right offhand. Really don't care much for him. But I encourage you to look at the back in the day, and the techniques that they used. Also, I encourage you to listen or read the book The Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. It is based, I believe, off of Jesse Livermore's life, but there we go. Alarm's going off. And dismiss. So with that said, go ahead and wrap it up, because the stock market's going to open up in about 6.5 hours, and I'm going to try and be up for it. Well, I'm not going to try, I am going to be up for it in the morning. Curious to see what happens with CGC, and more likely, regardless, I'll still be holding those shares because it is a longer term trade for me, which I believe right now is a very good opportunity, for the fact that I don't know when the U.S. will legalize marijuana for recreational use, but I do believe it's just a matter of time, and now is the time to get in. It's just a matter of which marijuana stocks are going to make it and which ones aren't. So anyhow, with that said, be smart with your investing, do your research, and these are just simply ideas that I have. Hopefully this helps you in your trading, and I look forward to comments and suggestions from you, and hopefully I can learn something from y'all as well to help improve my trading. But more importantly, I continue each day to try to consistently improve as a trader, and I don't believe I'll ever get to that peak of top notch, but as long as I continue to progress as a trader each day, then we're good. So with that said, have a great night, and I will see y'all in the morning.